Thank you for joining me. My name is Robert Newman. I'm the author of Newman's Buzz, which is mostly my way of distributing online marketing related video content to the world at large, focused heavily on real estate, which is where the majority of my clients are. Today we're going to talk about Pinterest. We're going to review Pinterest and answer the question that I'm getting a lot, which is Pinterest relevant for real estate? So I won't keep you in suspense. The answer is yes. Pinterest is extremely relevant for real estate. But let's say that you've never heard of Pinterest before, or you've only heard about it and you haven't really checked it out. What is Pinterest? Okay, Pinterest is a social site. Users from all over the place essentially create what are called boards. Boards are typically topical. They have a certain theme that you're gonna stick to within that board. You have the option of putting in a URL and then going through that URL and pinning any pictures that seem interesting to you. Obviously this is very popular to do for shopping. Believe it or not, though, we're starting to see more and more examples of people doing this for real estate. In particular, if you have very prestigious inventory, if you happen to be lucky enough to be partnered with an amazingly talented photographer, or somebody who's doing custom home staging for you, all of these are circumstances in which you might end up with some amazing and unique content on your blog. Or you could just simply go straight to Pinterest, create an account, create a board, and start to see if anybody was interested in the photography. And why is this relevant? You can see here that this is a beautiful picture. Okay, it's a nice modern home. I've got two boards. I happen to have a board called Modern Homes. So I'm going to say Beverly Hills Modern Home. Okay, and I'm done. Actually, I'm going to use a slightly different picture. There we go. I'm going to pin it. Okay, it's asking me if I'm human, so this pin won't actually stick. But I have another pin that was already up here. So this is a pin of something that I did a little bit earlier. You can see Modern Home in Los Angeles, California. This is what the audience or the users of Pinterest see. They see these beautiful pictures. They have the option to like it or repin it. If they repin it, the more that they're repinning it, the higher it lands in other people's feeds. This is a wildly popular website. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to how many people might be on it right now, but hundreds of thousands, if not millions, would be my guess. You can see that my content is based upon celebrities, some comic book artwork, and of course homes. And I do happen to like modern homes. So as I'm repinning these photos, here's a very interesting thing for you to know. So here's the photo from the Hilton Highland blog. I click it, and what happens is you get a slightly larger photo. Now it still doesn't really mean very much to the average real estate agent, but this next bit definitely does. Click on it. And now we're back on the blog. So in essence, you can literally drive people from Pinterest to your website, especially if you happen to have a WordPress site, you're producing unique or original content, and you're doing it in a slightly different way. Real estate agents are renowned for doing things like putting up listings with all the information. This social channel actually gives you a slightly different way to present your information to the world at large, like we've done here, where we just put up some amazing images, but we're not putting up addresses to these images. We are, however, directing traffic back to this website, and if somebody was interested, they could definitely get into here and look at these listings. Okay, so it's a very relevant way to build your brand online and to drive extremely relevant traffic back to your website. Another thing, one other way to use Pinterest, is that people forget that with most services there is the ability to do searches. We can do Los Angeles homes as an example. Actually, let's stick with Los Angeles. You see a lot of different homes here. These have all been tagged. That's why they're coming up. You can see luxury homes for sale. So this is obviously somebody that's most likely in the real estate business, but let's find out for sure. Let's click and see where this takes us. To a site that's loading way too slow, by the way. So now, bang, we're back on a real estate website. One in which, by the way, I do happen to like the fact that there's a lot of very, very nice photos here. There's obviously a home that was custom staged. It's obviously a luxury home. This is the perfect utilization of Pinterest. There are a lot of other ways to get creative with Pinterest. If you're in Miami and you're selling luxury condos, but you feel like they are similar, you can go onto the balcony and take amazing balcony shots. If you're in Houston, Texas, and you're selling tract homes, you can take a picture of some unique feature of the home, such as a flower growing in the backyard, and put it on Pinterest. That would then lead to the home itself. Depending on who it is that you're communicating to, you never can tell. Maybe a flower enthusiast would love the garden. It's hard to say, but there can be no doubt that this is an amazing way to drive traffic back to your real estate website. And this brief tutorial I'm going to do does no justice to Pinterest. It's also a very, very good way to build links back into your real estate website. Links are where you include your website address. And if you want to know more about link building using Pinterest, Inforza has just done an amazing article on that exact topic. Just go to inforza.com. That address should be flashing in front of you right around this point during this video. You're welcome to leave some comments or some questions. I would love to engage and have a conversation. I would also love to learn about the unique ways that you figure out to use Pinterest. I think this is going to be a huge tool, and moving forward, I'm expecting that there's going to be a lot of really exciting applications. So thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you see you in the next, or I guess I won't talk to you, but I'll be here for the next session. I look forward to it. Goodbye.